Hi everyone, welcome back to the Only Shade Drops channel. Yes, we are back, and today I am going to do a prediction video about semifinal 1 before the rehearsals. We all know that predictions before and after rehearsals tend to often change. Like last year before rehearsals, we could say Austria and Cyprus were safe qualifiers, and right after the rehearsals and all, we were like, okay, Austria will fail, and after Cyprus live, we all also sure that Cyprus will fail. So I'm going to do a nice little prediction video about semifinal 1 today. I'll probably do semifinal 2 tomorrow. So for this, I will do this in 4 categories. Five if we count the non-qualifiers. So 300% qualifiers that can't fail, 3 safe qualifiers, 3 borderline, and to spice things up I will add 1 shock qualifier that that will probably not work, but I will just try to predict it and see if it works. So yeah, I guess we shall start with the 100% safe qualifiers. And the first one there is Finland, Cha 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 by Karia. Do I really have to say anything about this one? I mean, it's such an obvious qualifier, and I think it's winning the semi-final and winning the televote in the final. It's a contender for winning the whole thing. This song is just such a televote magnet. It's when it got released, it really made a huge bam in the fandom, in some charts if I read well and all. And yeah, this is just a short televote banger. I really like the staging in the national final. I thought there were some little things that they could have changed to make the performance better in Liverpool, but we shall see. I really trust Karia and Finland about this, and yeah, I think Finland is a sure qualifier. And now let's go to the second 100% qualifier, and it's Sweden, Tattoo by Looren. She's the bookies' big favorite to win Eurovision, and I think she probably will. But I don't think it's 100% sure that she will win. But it's indeed 100% sure that she will qualify to the final. I mean, do I really have to say anything about this one? It's just, yeah, we all know that it's just such a safe qualifier. I mean, televote is going to absolutely love this, and in the final, juries are going to rank it first for sure. So yeah, I think Sweden is indeed 100% qualifier, and of course a contender for the win. So yeah, let's just move on to the third 100% qualifier, Norway. Queen of Kings by Alessandra Nel. So Norway is maybe less safe than the 2 others, but I still think it's gonna make it. I actually think that if they level up their staging a bit and Alessandra works on her vocals, not saying they were bad in the national final, they were good, but there was again some room for improvement. I think she might even beat Looren in the televote of the semi-final and in the televote of the final. And so Finland, Sweden, Norway are for me 300% qualifiers, but also 3 contenders for the win. I just can't see any other country than these 3 winning. Um, there's maybe another which is in this semi-final that might be a surprise, but I don't really believe in it. And Spain, yeah, I don't really believe in Spain that much. But yeah, now we've done the 100% qualifiers. Let's move on to the safe qualifiers. So, the fourth qualifier and first of the safe ones category is Israel, Unicorn by Noah Kirel. So, here I sense a real dark horse potential. I think this might be the channel of the year. I mean, the song already feels very competitive for me, powerful, and the thing is, we all know Noah is a hell of a great live performer, and they are putting a lot of money into the staging here. So I think this is a potential dark horse, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this in the final top 5. It's what I said earlier about maybe a surprise win, but I don't really believe in it. I don't think it will be able to beat Finland, Sweden, Norway. It can maybe beat Spain, I think, but the 3 others, nah, don't think so. So yeah, I think Israel is again a safe qualifier, and they're back to the final after their flop last year. Now let's see the 5th qualifier, and I think this will be Moldova. Soarele și Luna by Pasha Parfeni. Moldova is known for having really great stagings. The national final one was alright, but a bit messy. But I think on the big stage they will just slay it, I think. We know they always have great stagings, like with the Doritos in 2018. Last year, even Natalia Gordienko had a pretty good staging, and yeah, Moldova just can't mess it up with stagings. And also, the song is quite a televote magnet. I wouldn't be surprised to see it end up high in the televote in the final. Maybe the juries will like it less, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Moldova is going to end up top 10 again this year. And yeah, I think it's a pretty safe qualifier, and Moldova is really on a good streak. They will be on a good streak. So let's see the 6th one now, the 6th safe qualifier. It's Czechia, My Sister's Crown by Vesna. So here, the song alone, I will rank it as safer than Israel or Moldova. But there's one thing that bothers me, and it's my 2nd of the year, so I'm quite worried about the live performance. Like we saw in the national final, okay, the studio was small, audio was not really good, but we could hear that the live there that was not really fluent. Then there was that pre-party in Barcelona, I think, I'm not sure, where we saw that there was some improvement, but it still wasn't as powerful as the studio version. So if this song comes alive like in the studio, it might even be a contender to potentially win it. I can see the juries going mad for this one and the televote really liking it. But if the live is like in the national final, I think Czechia might be in trouble. Yeah, even if the live is like in national final, they probably end up 9th in the semi-final, or maybe even not qualify. But I trust them. I think they'll still manage to make it work, and they will qualify. So now that we've done the safe qualifiers category, let's go to a more tricky one, the borderline qualifiers. And I'm starting this with Serbia, Samo Misespava. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it well, by Look Black. Okay, I'm not a fan of this song personally, but I think it has some appeal to a certain niche of voters, a bit like Constructa last year, and I think this will be enough to qualify. I don't think it will have the same impact Constructa had and the same result, even if last year I predicted actually Constructa to fail in the semi-final. I thought people wouldn't get it, but now for Look Black, yeah, I think it will qualify. But then I tend to not be good with this kind of entries. Like I predicted Portugal in 2019 to qualify. They didn't. I predicted Constructa to fail. She qualified. Now I'm predicting Look Black to make it. If he doesn't qualify, we'll all see that I have a little pattern with this kind of entries. The more, let's say, maybe edgy ones. But yeah, I think Serbia is still qualifying, and yeah, ending up 7th in the semi-final. Let's go to another borderline one, and this one is Latvia. Yeah, I know, bookmakers are not really trusting Latvia, but I really do trust them. The song is just really good. It's well staged, well sang, and I see it has quite some fans and all in the fandom, outside of the fandom, so I think Latvia is solid enough to make it to the final, and I hope they'll make it because it's been such a while since Latvia qualified. I think since 2016 with Justs and the song Heartbeat. Yeah, such a while, and I think Southern Lights can finally break the curse. And if they don't manage to make it, I'm scared that we might see Latvia withdrawing next year, and I really don't want to see this. So yeah, I think Latvia is still going to make it. It's just really solid. And now let's go to the last borderline qualifier before discovering our little shock qualifier. And the last one here is Portugal, Ai Coração by Mimicat. So here there are some moments where I'm like, okay, this is a show qualifier, and some moments where I'm in doubt, cause yeah, it's catchy and all, but I think the staging is a bit of a mess. I quite like the song, but the staging is a bit messy, so I think they should get it a bit together, make it actually work, because if we talk only about studio version, I see it as a safe qualifier, but live was not as good as studio, so I think if it qualifies it will be borderline, and I can even see it not qualifying. So yeah, a bit worried about Portugal, but yeah, we shall see in May. There's the rehearsals. These predictions will change like 36 times in a week. So Portugal, my last borderline qualifier, and now let's all discover the shock qualifier. So my guess for the shock qualifier is Ireland. I think people are really sleeping on this one. I mean, okay, it's maybe not a sure, safe qualifier, but it's very anthemic. It's very catchy. I can see all the audience going like raising their heads, being like, "We are one," and even people at home, I think, will like the fact that it's really anthemic, and also it stays in there in your head. It's like a bit of a football anthem. I mean the chorus, not the whole song. The chorus sounds a bit like a football anthem. So Yeah, I think Ireland might be the shock qualifier. I'm not sure really, because there are some other sound that can make it, but I want to believe in Ireland. So yeah, let's talk right after that. Let's talk now about the non-qualifiers. We'll do this pretty fast. So the Netherlands, I have Netherlands in my top 5, but I'm worried first of all about the live performance, because we saw in the pre-parties that the vocals still weren't really great, but I hope they will manage to improve in May. Also, I don't know how they will stage this. It's a bit of a common Linux case, like the common Linux were considered as pretty borderline qualifiers or non-qualifiers if I remember well, but after that live performance it went to contender for the win. And can they do the same thing again? I hope, but I don't think they will. That's why for now, before the rehearsals, I predict uh, the Netherlands to fail in the semi-final, and I really hope they won't fail in the semi-final. I would really be sad if they do. Right after, let's talk a bit about Croatia. Um, Mama's Chip by Ledri. Uh, I don't think people will get it. I don't see people grabbing their phone to vote for this one. Yeah, maybe some drunk people that are like, this is funny, let's vote for it. But except this, no, I can't see Croatia qualify. After that, we have Switzerland. Water Gun by Remo Forer. I can see the juries really liking this. Like, if it qualifies in the final, going left side of scoreboard with the juries, but I don't see the televote appeal for this. It's like a second Mary Spear, and I like both, but I don't really see this managing to make it to the final. So the after that we have Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, first of all, I think since the beginning are the pretty safe last place in the semi-final. And I'm sorry if I come across as rude and all, but I'm just trying to be honest. And then there is that draw that totally destroys it. And yeah, I think Azerbaijan is just gonna end up last in the semi-final. And I just realized I forgot Malta. So yeah, Malta, Dance Our Own Party by the Busker. I first thought they might be a borderline qualifier, but then after seeing the running order, um, I can't see it. Really, I don't see Malta managing to make it to the grand final. And yeah, it's catchy and all, but it comes right after Norway. Norway would just destroy it, and I don't think the song itself is strong enough to raise above this and manage to make it to the final. So yeah, I think that's it. So thanks everybody for watching this prediction video. If you don't agree, let me hear your thoughts in the comments and all, so we can have a little talk and all. Don't forget to put a little like, subscribe and join the Discord channel, link is in the description below. See you there. Bye bye.